Hi there, fifth graders. So with this video here, I'm taking you through the thinking about perspective here. And so what we need to think about here is why did the author make the choices she did to help convey their message or call to action to the audience? So when you think here, they made some choices about, first of all, putting the story in the airport, having the family be homeless, sharing some things about being unnoticed and being noticed and what happens to you in those kind of situations. Also, the fact that she chose the bird and wanted the bird to be able to fly away home and be free. And so there's some symbolism there that she's using, and that's all a part of then author's craft. So when you think about it too, the author wanted to show the way both a parent or an adult and a child may view the issue of homelessness. Think about that right there. As a parent and adult myself, I might see this story differently than how you see it. Some of you might think it'd be kind of fun and adventurous, getting to stay in an airport overnight and that's where you sleep. I think a lot of us, we could all agree that we would probably be pretty uncomfortable with it. But also for me as a parent and adult, having to sleep on the chairs, that's not exactly safe. You don't have a place called home. You don't know who else would be there. If you notice that some of the men made some unwise choices about drinking and things like that, and that wouldn't be something that I would want to subject a child to, and to have them see that. And so that's a big deal right there of how adults might see that differently than a child. If you also think about the next question, how does Andrew view living in the airport and how does his dad? I mean, he does ask, Andrew does, about how can we get to an apartment? Will we ever have our own apartment again? But he also kind of thinks of it as an adventure. And I'm sure his dad, though, is thinking very differently. He's frustrated for the fact he can't get enough money in order to save up for an apartment. What kind of a place is this to raise a child? Um, he has another family watch over him when he can't be there so that he can go to work. Again, his dad is very big on the don't do anything to get noticed. Um, and also, going into the restrooms when they're really busy so that people don't notice you. It would be definitely a strange way of living, that is for sure. How does Andrew, what feelings does Andrew share? He has hope, and that's what the bird is symbolizing. He has, that sense of hope too, that dad is going to get a job, and that they're going to get an apartment again. He also, though, has feelings of it's important to be a strong worker, and make some money of his own and help to save up. His father, I think, is feeling a little frustrated and down, that he wants to provide something better for his son and he can't do that right now. I think just because Andrew is a child, you guys might be relating to him better. I think I do relate better to the father just for the fact of I'm a mom, I'm a parent, and want what's best for my kids. And I feel that the father isn't able to provide what he really wants his son to have and need. And why is it helpful then to see a story both ways? Well, you get both of those perspectives then. The story would be very different if Andrew's father was telling the story, or if his friend was telling the story, or what about the homeless lady? How would the story be different? Or what if it was an airport security guard was telling the story too? So there are a couple questions now for you to answer on the Google form. So make sure that you take a peek at those. Refer back to the story of the video if you need it. And also watch this video of me again sharing my thinking about perspective too. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.